Hey everybody, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. We are on our way down to a brothel. Yes, that is where we're going. It is called the Salty Mast. And we have to talk to Cyril, who is a prostitute there. Because she is having a disagreement with this guy, Thristwin. He kind of gets people drunk, sends them to her, and then she kind of steals from them. And she's kind of supposed to split everything with him, but that is obviously not happening. So, in order for them to be on agreeable terms, they have to get an equal share. And what's happened is she ended up finding this amulet that is like really important to him and his culture, so he says, and he wants it back. She's not giving it to him. So we said, well, we'll go take a look. Of course we will, because we're good people. But, I'm not sure that it's going to be easy. And I'm not sure that she's going to want to give it to us. But maybe if we just explain the situation, she'll be cool.
Sagani,
Probably not,
does your fox bite?
Yes.
Can I pet him anyway?
It's your hand.
I'm gonna pet him.
We'll keep to ourselves.
I like Eder. He's actually a really fun guy, and some of this banter between them is, it's quite good. Okay, let's find the Salty Mast. Oh, this is huge. We've got an abandoned house. Why don't we check that out first? Maybe we could just take it over. That can't happen, but it'd be cool if it could. Oh, it's attics. Oh, this is not good. Okay. Andra's gift is maybe a little bit of a shithole. Colthic's house, Otta's house, abandoned house, Billion Trading Company, the Salty Mast, Ramshackle house. Well, tell you what. Let's try and go here. But we'll keep an eye out for anybody along the way. Oh. Hello. Courtesan, that is the correct term for the hooker slash prostitute that we're about to run into. Whoa, what's going on here? Somebody was robbed. You okay? I just want to go home. What's going on here, guys? Man, we gotta watch our backs here. Andra's gift seems like it's the least gifted of all these little towns.
Nothing like this in Gilded Vale. Just Wallaroon of the Milkmaid. She knew what she was doing.
Overfried cod, watered ale, and prostitution. A bastion of Deerwooden culture.
I hope you aren't expecting to find the leaden key in here. Yeah.
Visit new lands,
this guy.
see the sights. I do love travel.
Now to find a home for my other
Arico.
staff.
I don't know if you just heard that. He's talking about his other staff. You have me at a loss. How could I afford time with such a magnificent creature? What are you talking about? I'm talking about your magnificent eyes and perfect lips. Truly, it should be a crime for you to ever close them. Runs his finger along a perfectly symmetrical goatee. What can Orico do for you? You tell me. Some things must be experienced to be believed. How about not this time? Who's Gjefa?
Well met, friend.
Not from around here, are we? You need a local girl to show you the highlights? Lucky for you, I'm one of them. You're a local girl or a highlight? Both gorgeous. What else can you do with that clever tongue of yours? What local attractions would you recommend? I'd rather show than tell. How much? 200 for my time and worth every copper. I mean, you only live once, right? Wow. Okay, well, that probably wasn't money well spent at all.
Good day
Let's
to
talk
you.
to Lion's Tulips. What'll it be? What can you tell me about this place? Every foreign sailor and visiting villager knows of this, about the Salty Mast. It's the most famous brothel in Defiance Bay. You want to know more? Just ask Maya. Okay, what about refreshments? Nothing that I need.
Hail and well met.
Regulars looking for work? Take a look. Could hire some adventurers. Although we don't really need to do that either. Let's just look for the girl. What's her name again? Cyril.
I'll take a look.
There's probably an upstairs, and I imagine that's where she would be. Adirian dialects. We've actually seen this before. Yes, we have.
Well met,
Oh, here's
friend.
Maya. The Almao woman watches you suspiciously. One hand is tensed at her side, but as you approach, she relaxes and gives you a friendly, if weary, smile. I don't see many outfitted like you who aren't looking for trouble. You aren't looking for trouble, are you? What kind of trouble are you having? Oh, the kind is bad for business. Local rowdies have taken to harassing my hardworking boys and girls and our customers. They started showing up after this rash of Hollowborn, and they've been driving my regulars away. She looks you up and down, scratching her chin. There aren't too many who care about what happens in places like the Gift, but word is you're an exception. Okay, our reputation precedes us. The knights are too busy sniffing around Duke Avar to bother with us commoners. I'd just as soon not deal with their bureaucracy anyways. Tell me how I could help. These thugs tend to roam in groups, which suggests to me they aren't random incidents. You put a stop to these attacks and I'll find a real nice way to thank you, she winks. Got me? If she means to bake us something, my vote's for cookies. Yeah, cookies of some kind. I do have some questions. So, what do you know about these attacks? You only have to step outside to see one for yourself, which we did. Those thugs out there are just waiting to cause trouble for anyone coming or going. Maybe they could let you pass. Or maybe they would let you pass, however. And your business? Not doing well as I'd like with all this trouble. I run an honest enterprise. Just trying to give folks a little rest and relaxation. You help me out and I'll see about getting you a special discount. Can I ask you about something else? Let's see. Or is there somebody here named Cyril? You must be new in town, dearie. She's only the most sought after girl in the district. You want to spend time with her, just ask. She's 1,000 for the night, but she's worth every pound, or so they tell me. Fancy a go with her? Best money you can spend in the Gift. Wow. Maybe another time. We could try to find her. I'm here for quite some time. Or for a quiet time? Quiet, loud, however you like it, as long as you pay up front. I've got ladies, lads, and a few I'm not so sure about. Go talk to whoever tickles your fancy, unless you fancy Cyril, in which case you can settle with me. What can you tell me about Cyril? Okay, same thing as before. I'm here for some quiet time. I'd just like a room. Quiet indeed. Oh, and you bring any of your friends with you. You mind that you don't make a mess. So we can get a room here. Shiny Pearl, Constitution and Athletics. It's interesting. Find and confront the thugs. What if we just go looking for her instead of this whole paying 1,000 copper pieces? Okay,
All right, then.
let's see.
Welcome.
Larinia? Never experienced anything like this before, trust me. What do you mean? Why, I could climb a tall thing like you all night. Just propositions all over the place.
Greetings.
Look like you've journeyed far. Tell me about yourself. Come to Defiance Bay from the frozen lands at the southern end of the world. Few of my people venture this far north, but none know how to warm a cold night like we do. No thanks. It's not every day the club gets such a breath of fresh air. And who are you? I'm a native of the Deerwood and an expert in the subtle arts. If it's practice, skill, and finesse you seek, look no further. Okay. We've got a locked door we could pick. Cyril could potentially be back there. Special lounges for members only? You have to show proof of membership before I could let you in. The hell does that mean? Picking that's probably not going to work out for us. Cyril's guards. If you want to meet Cyril, talk to Maya. Yeah. 1,000 pens. Jesus.
Nice and quiet.
There's no way around this? Examinal clothing. Is that? Proof of membership. I don't suppose that the clothing... I mean, we have nothing to lose. Is that the same? I don't think so. Here, let's move everybody out. It's worth a shot. No, not even. Hey, you never know. Alright, seems like our only way in here is going to be to pay this money. I guess we'll pay it, but...
Gods keep you.
Thought this was clear as the crystal waters below the docks. This here's the Salty Mast, the most famous house of pleasure in Defiance Bay. We got drinks, beds, and good company. Of course, the club for refined and prestigious gentlemen is... Oh, okay, so there's a club. You'll find several of the hardest working boys and girls in Defiance Bay up there, too. How do we get into this club? Let's get the night with Cyril. You'll find her in her quarters upstairs. Don't mind the burly fellas at the door. They're just there to make sure everyone has a good time. Alright, that's very expensive. This better work out for us. I don't know why it keeps putting us down at the bottom there when we come up here.
How do you do?
Hello, stranger. Let me make you more comfortable. Look, we're spending $1,000. You know, we're spending 1,000 copper pieces. It is rather warm in here. Okay.
Hello.
Back again. Look, there is something I need to discuss with you. Just tell me what you like. It's extra if you want to bring someone else in, though. Your friend Thirstwind sent me. He needs that medallion. And so do I. I offered him half of the money and he refused it. Paces in a slow circle around you. I'm sure he told you about his broken clan. Did he also tell you that I got him where he is today? I really am sorry for him, but I'll bet you anything he lives better now than he did in Air Glanfath. I've worked a long time for a way out, and I'm not going to just give it up because Thirstwind suddenly got nostalgic. What if I buy it from you? It's worth 6,000 pans! Jesus. If you got that kind of coin, I'll gladly help you spend it. And Gwithan relics are worth a lot less secondhand. You won't get more than 4,000 for this. I suppose you're right, if you can afford that. 4,000? Frick, man. I'm not gonna do that just yet. Oh, it's really tough. I'm not that into Thirstwind. I don't know what to do now. She has more of a right to the medallion than him. Well, I don't know what to do. I don't want to spend all our coin in this frickin' medallion for one guy. Like, that's insane. We have 9,000 copper pieces.
Well met, friend.
This is kind of tough now. Like, we could do it. And we'd still have 5,000 coin, but... Really? Like, just for him? I don't know. Actually, we don't want to go there. We want to go... Well, I guess we could just... It would lead us there anyways. Wait, why do we have all these... Oh, look at this. Cyril's boon. Look at all this stuff that we got bonuses for. That's hilarious. Okay, let's go back to Brackenbury.
Your brother, did you and he get along?
We got along how brothers do. He used to throw water on me to wake me up in the morning. I used to fill his boots with stinging ants.
My own brothers and sisters are doing very well for themselves, back in Tacoma. I don't know that they'd search for me if I were killed so far from home.
Brothers can be funny. I bet you'd be surprised how far they'd go.
Okay, Thirstwind,
Good day,
guess what,
stranger.
pal? Look, she did offer you half the money. No, I'm not gonna help you cheat her. I don't want to. I'd give her everything else I have. I just want to help my clan. My god. Resolve and might. Might of 16, resolve of 17. I wonder if we have anybody that's close. Oh, we have... Hold on.
Good day to you. How do you do?
Resolve 17, might of 16. We have might of 16 here, but I guess it's because it has to be on Gloom? Is that possible? I wonder if there's a way that we could stay for a night and gain might.
How do you do?
And try this a different way. Just really quickly, let's review this again. Might of 16, resolve of 17, so might would be the only
Hail
way.
and well met.
Nothing there. I don't want to fight him.
Well met, friend.
Man, I don't know what to do here. Let's sit on this one for a bit. We'll go and try to find some of the some of those mobs. See if we can confront them. Because really, we have the money, but why am I so hung up on helping this guy, really, you know? I don't really have a reason for it. Okay.
You've been on your own for 5 years,
I've had Itamok.
but you can't talk to him.
Maya, the owner of the Salty Mask, wants me to stop the thugs that harass her clients in court, and she suspects someone is organizing them.
My standards changed around year 2.
Let's just go running. Oh, hello. Here we go. What do we have here? Another tourist in the gift? Let's give him a proper welcome. Let's talk this through, shall we? I'm afraid you're missing the point, friend. All right. Hey, we tried, and now you're probably gonna die. I'm so sorry, but not sorry. Let's go ahead and have one of them join us.
Don't even
All right, so did he join? Yes, he did. Beautiful. Now, let's drop the book. I don't know why his Grimoire Slam is not working. We're gonna have to take a closer look at that. You know what? Let's grab another one, if we can. Let's focus this guy. she's dropping pretty low. Let's go ahead and bust some resolve here. Or some endurance, I should say.
Leave it to me! You're not getting through me.
Parathis! Please help me here!
That'll do. Well, I mean, we dealt with them. Supply and demand. I was attacked by the thugs. If Maya's theory is correct, one of them may have evidence of a larger plot. One of the thugs dropped a key that looks like it belongs to a house in Andra's gift. Okay, does it tell us what house it is? Rusty bronze key, burnished steel key. Some of the shipment crate. Oh, the Black Hammer Smithery. Isn't that in, like, that's in Gilded Vale, I think. We should probably take that to him.
All right, then.
Now we just need to find a locked house. Figure out... Oh, hello.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
You hear about my boy? Her hair is a rat's nest of tangles. Are you here about Darren? Who? My boy, Darren. His father, Wade, took him fishing 2 days ago. I haven't seen either of them since. The neighbors are no help, and the city watch hardly bothers with the gift these days. I'd be out on the docks and looking myself, but I can't leave the baby. I don't dare take a hollowborn out, what with the violence near the brothel. So you have a hollowborn baby? Wademan's legacy is as potent in Defiance Bay as anywhere. People are scared and they're looking for someone to blame, whether it's those women at the brothel or the families of these poor babes. Might be nice if a god or two stepped in and set people straight, but maybe that's just me. I don't approve of what goes on at Maya's place, but these attacks won't earn us the god's mercy, and it's only made it harder to earn a living. Tell me more about their disappearance. What do you want to know? Well, okay, what about Darren? He's a brave lad, if a little too bold for his own good. He's always been a dutiful son and a gentle brother. He's got dark hair, quick eyes, and a ready smile. When you find him, you'll recognize him in a heartbeat, I'm sure of it. And what about Wade? She scowls and brushes his greasy strand of hair from her face. Sometimes I don't know whether to rejoice or rue that he comes home as often as he does. He spends most of his time and all our money drinking at the brothel. Has ever since... Her gaze returns to the silent cradle since the Hollowborn. Where did you see them last? Wade was taking Darren fishing at the docks. That was 2 days ago. Okay, no more questions. I'll come back if I find anything. I don't know how to thank you. I don't have much to spare these days, but Andra bless you for anything that you can do. Alright, well, I suppose we could check by the docks. But let's check these other houses first. Got an abandoned house up here we could look into. Nice. Even though we can't use them yet. What do we have here? Hammer and chisel, we have a few of those. So the abandoned houses truly are abandoned. Like literally no one's around.
You had 5 siblings?
Ramshackle house, I bet.
I don't think the house has known a single day's quiet. Of course, a little chaos makes it far easier to get away with mischief.
Yes, I can imagine that comes in handy.
Yeah, here we go. So who's behind these attacks? We might get attacked. Oh, hello. Deal with the instigator behind the attacks. Not before we take their milk.
Hey.
Okay, in case things get crazy here. Oh, I was gonna just try to organize them. Aphra. You don't look like one of the knights. Can I help you with something? I'm here about the trouble. Let's ask, who are you first? I am Aphra, lieutenant with the Dozens. Okay. We're the last fighting force in Defiance Bay that remembers what it means to be Deerwood, and we actually ran into some of the Dozens. Unfortunately, I'm the only one who seems to care about the way Maya's squeezing the locals. What's going on with the salty mast? Ordinary Kith are angry, as she should be with that crooked Almawa toadying up the nobles. She's using the tragedy of Wedwin's legacy to line her pockets. She's no better than the Adirian overlords we drove out 200 years ago. He is being rational. Now, you're a logical sort. Maya's made it so that the rich can afford her establishments, yet she sits in the poorest district of Defiance Bay. What do you think is going to happen? We've taken matters into our own hands, but she's the real criminal here. Why don't you tell her to back down? Look, Maya might be making a fortune, but her employees aren't. You're hurting them even more. I hadn't thought of it that way. I guess there's no point to this, is there? Tell Maya we'll leave her people alone. Well, that was deadly. Pour it back to Maya. Okay. Can I just borrow whatever's on your table here? Yeah, we need some rice. We'll be taking this. Goodbye. Alright, so we've got a lighthouse. I'm just thinking because we're down here at the docks right now, maybe we could look around for that boy.
Laying low.
Oh.
Hail, traveler.
Naya, you're interested in doing some construction work. Pays good money. Think you have trouble finding workers. Yeah, the workers who aren't superstitious cowards anyways. I offer good coin, but as soon as I tell them about the job, they say an oath to the Lady of Lament and spit over the dock. They all think the lighthouse is haunted ever since the floods of Andra's gift. Good thing you told me before we went there. Echoes of the war. The flood certainly claimed enough souls to pack a lighthouse full of two bursting. I don't know if I'm close to that accent anymore. Andra's gift was flooded? Back at the end of the War of Defiance, it was one of the finishing blows to the Adirian military. Cost us a lot, though. The whole district was supposed to be evacuated, but not everyone left in time. The Adirians put anyone they found to the sword. The lucky ones who escaped the slaughter drowned hours later when Hadra's forces broke the dams. Locals say the lighthouse keeper was one of the people who stayed behind and one of the last to die. I don't know why that makes the lighthouse any more haunted than the rest of the gift, but there you have it. Have you gone inside? Me? Not exactly. See, my health is rather delicate, and all that dust. Alright, when I saw two Almawa deckhands running as fast as they could down the pier, I lost my nerve too. I mean, I could take a look. Good, about time someone put an end to this foolishness. She rummels in her pocket and pulls out a skeleton key. She hands it to you. Just be careful, not that I believe the ghost stories, but this is an old building, so watch your step. I do have some other questions for you, though. Do you know what might be inside the lighthouse? If only. It's been uninhabited since they flooded it. Have you heard of someone named Darren? Name doesn't ring a bell. If you find him, ask if he's interested in doing some construction. Okay, so what are you building then? An inn, allegedly. The gift needs a spot with a little more class than the salty mast. This district has been in the dumps since the War of Defiance. It seemed ready for some fresh development, so I imagine my excitement when I find this place. 3 floors tall and right on the corner, or right on the water, for sale at a reasonable price. The seller suggested that there were some interested buyers, so I closed the deal before I'd taken time to really look into it. Stupid. Being from New Hiamar, I knew about the floods, but I didn't know about the superstitions surrounding the lighthouse, and the seller was long gone by the time I found out. At this point, it'll be a miracle from Lady of Lament herself if I make my investment back. You're not from here, are you? What gave it away? The accent or the fact that I was a dupe who paid good coin for this place? I'm from New Hiamar on the northern coast. It's smaller than Defiance Bay, so I came here hoping for some fresh opportunities and maybe the chance to do a little good in the neighborhood. And what about the flooding? Hadrat ordered it near the end of the War of Defiance. It was one of the finishing blows to the Adirian military. Cost us a lot, though. The whole district was supposed to be evacuated, but not everyone left in time. The Adirians who put anyone they found to the sword, the lucky ones who escaped the slaughter, drowned hours later when Hadrat's forces broke the dams. Locals say the lighthouse keeper was one of the last people who stayed behind. She told us about this already. Alright. So, now we need to go to the lighthouse. But, I just want to investigate the rest of the piers.
A dozen
if we can
Adirian
find
ships
this
were
boy.
shattered against these levees during the War of Defiance. Best to heed the astrologers, I find, where tides are concerned.
Place gets my blood beating in all the right places.
Okay, I don't see anything on this one.
Slow and silent.
This young, lanky sailor is wringing his cap anxiously. His eyes widen as
Good
you
day,
approach, takes a
stranger.
few steps forward. Oh, if you've a moment, you're not from around here, right? You don't look like you're from the docks. I could use your help. He's nervous, though. What's the problem? Oh, thank you. They weren't lying saying you're a kind-hearted soul. It's the captain, or rather, well, not the captain himself, but his chest, his sea chest. He keeps all his valuables in there, tucked away safe. I was unloading it with the rest of the things, well, with us staying in port a couple days, and I may have gotten a little distracted. Wasn't gone long, just an hour at the salty mast. Uh-huh. When I got back, the chest was gone. It really hasn't been that long. Whoever took it can't be too far, but the shift's changed, and I'm on watch. I can't sneak off to look for it. The captain will kill me if he hears of it. I'll get strung up on the yardum. Please, if you can get it back for me, I swear by the flame, I'll make it worth your while. You can have my pay. I won't be spending it if Captain Fortunero finds out anyways. Where do you think they'd take the chest? Well, the chest itself is pretty heavy. Nobody I've asked has seen it getting carried around either. I figured they must have snuck it off somewhere nearby, just out of sight. It can't have gone far. It's a pretty good lock on it too, so I'm hoping they haven't got it open. Unless they take an axe to it, I suppose. Oh god. If they've got it open, I really am done for. Any chance you've seen a little boy named Darren? Oh, sure, yeah, he wanted to play on the ship, but I couldn't let him. Fortunero was very strict about that sort of thing. I had to shoo him off, felt a bit bad about it. Saw him heading towards the salty mast, not really somewhere he ought to be playing. Hope you find him. Okay, so you're a sailor. Yes, sir, signed up about a year and a half back. The pay's decent, and the sight of the sun coming up over the sea, I wouldn't give that up for anything. I just wish I'd asked around about the captain first. What makes you think I'm not from around here? We don't see many like your kind around here with fire on their heads. Even on the docks. Okay.
I'm on the
So we
trail.
have to find his missing crate. I mean, is this the crate? Like... Brave Darren? Local deck had told me that Darren came by a few days ago, asked him to play on the ship, refused and saw the kid heading toward the salty mast, a local brothel. Oh, is this guy going to attack me if I open this? Nope. Okay, but that wasn't his. Okay, I'll tell you what. I think this is probably a good place to take a break. We could head down here, but these both look like dead ends. We can head up towards the lighthouse. Let's see.
Nia's got her work cut out for her.
Hail, traveler.
So have you figured out what all the fuss is about? No, not yet. But she's waiting out here for us now. Alright, so we're gonna head in here, and then we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll scour the lighthouse. Let's just do a quick review. We've got a lot of things going on. The Wailing Banshee. Well, that sounds ominous. Doesn't seem to think there's anything wrong with the place, which is like you to investigate. Yeah, huh? We have to report to Maya at the brothel, Nandra's gift, about dealing with Afra, the person who orchestrated the attacks. Been a young Glanfathan named Thirstwin at the Brackenbury Inn. So this is the Cyril thing. It's just very expensive. The Long Hunt, traveling to there. What else? Find the missing crate. Marciano has pleaded with me to find the chest. It's unlikely they've made it out of Andra's gift, so I should start my search here. So just look everywhere, I guess. And then Darren, who said they saw him going towards the salty mast. So after we go from here, we'll head to the salty mast. On our way, we'll keep an eye open for the treasure, and at salty mast, we'll look for Darren. That's the game plan. Let's head inside.